In this video, I'm going to be starting a new series called Thought Thursday, where every Thursday I'm going to be sharing some of my thoughts on different issues and topics that directly relate to video production. Here's the story. And for the first video, we're going to be talking about gear and when to purchase gear. Recently, I've been purchasing new gear to help take my video production company to the next level. Is this item a want or a need? And is it going to increase the production value of my projects and take it to the next level? That's the main philosophy I have behind purchasing new gear currently for my video production company, but I've personally found that there are other questions you need to ask before purchasing new gear. For example, recently I've purchased the Sony 50mm F1.2 lens for my Sony cameras. To be perfectly honest, this was a little bit of an impulse buy, and I'll share a few thoughts on that now. When purchasing this lens, one of the big considerations I had with it was availability. As you may know, right now in the current world that we're living in, availability for different electronic goods like cameras and lenses can be a little bit restricted due to stock demand and availability. Recently, I was checking the website of the camera equipment store that I purchased a lot of my gear from, and it showed that this lens was in stock and ready to be picked up. So I made a little bit of an impulse buy and took the opportunity of a lifetime within the lifetime of the opportunity and purchased the lens. I could justify purchasing this lens because one, I had the funds available to purchase it, so I wasn't going into debt to purchase the lens. That's a big thing to consider when purchasing new gear. And also, I wasn't doing a payment plan or anything like that. I was paying upfront and I don't have any funds that I need to pay off in the future. And that's definitely a trap to look out for when purchasing equipment. I strongly recommend purchasing within your means and not going into debt when purchasing new gear. And the other reason that I purchased this lens is I've already looked at the projects that I've already got booked coming up in the next month, and pretty much every single project, one after another, there is definitely a spot in that project where I can use this lens. This will be my go-to lens when doing interviews and presenting to camera, and for the majority of the projects that I've lined up, I'll definitely be able to use this lens. So I've already put this lens to work and it's already starting to pay itself off. That is definitely something to consider when purchasing new equipment. Don't just purchase things because it looks cool or you think it might work for a project in the future. Look at the projects that you've currently got booked and see if there's a place for that piece of equipment on each of those shoots. So there are a few thoughts that I have on purchasing new gear, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments, and how do you decide when you want to purchase new gear? And what are the key things that you look out for? And that's the video. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you did, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel for more videos on video creation in the future.